Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Mr. Mrs. Camera. The Butch Man here. The most generic, most average, least talented personality on YouTube. MeTube. That was terrible. Damn it, I'm already suck. God. I'm coming to you from parts unknown. Plain and simple. I go through this disclaimer every time about my rants being unfiltered, unedited, unapologetic, and uninformative. Now, of course, they're edited because, I don't want to bark out some info and have it be wrong, for one, or if, when you're, talking and like a belch just comes up, but like you're like literally right in mid-word, and you're like, so yeah, that time I was going to the store. So I don't want that to happen. So therefore, there are some edits. Horrible edits. Excuse me. Very horrible edits, horrible segues, which makes it kind of funny because it's so poorly done that anybody, who would lay claim to even such horrible, horrible material? Well, I would. So, but that's besides the point. My passion is informing folks of truth, the truth. My passion is also buffalo wings. I love buffalo wings. This might be a segue because I love buffalo wings. Buffalo wings are not healthy. This video pertains to health. Health being a loaded question. I kind of just dug up my nose with some nose hairs, so I think I might edit that out. Yeah, leave it in. The loaded question meaning, what's health? What is being healthy? People say, oh, damn, I feel great. I feel great. But they're not great. They're horrible, in fact. They got high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Their arteries are clogged with freaking so much PB&J, not literally, but figuratively, that there's no room for the blood to flow. So, not just how we feel. Health isn't just determined by how we feel. There's a fun story I'm going to have, actually, so we're going to get to that. I got it. Now, back to, wow, what did I just say? What? Damn it! Okay, I'm back. I'm not opening my mouth. The World Health Organization defines health as the state of complete mental, physical, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Boy, I don't qualify for any of those. Uh-oh. 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 Complete mental? Uh-oh. Physical? Uh-oh. And social well-being? Uh-oh. The mechanism of health is all your systems are running normal. So the story that crossed my my dome here was the runner Jim Fixx. He used to do speakings, and he was a runner, and he ran. I mean, yippee! Kind of a job is that? And anyway, so this guy was so against doctors, and he said he'd run 5 miles in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening. He was a runner. He was a legit runner, and he would do like speaking engagements and talk about how he doesn't go to the doctor because what's the doctor going to tell me? What, some fat guy having a smoke? Yeah, this is back in the 80s, of course. Some fat guy having a smoke is going to tell me how to be healthy? And then the crowd, ha ha ha, you are right, Jim Fixx. Ah, you go tell him, Jim Fixx. Tell me, Jim Fixx. I'm going to go run, Jim Fixx. So Jim Fixx was on this crusade to say, I am not going to no doctor. No doctor's going to tell me I'm Jim Fixx. I'm Mr. Runner. I'm healthy. He can't run 5 miles like I can. I can run 5 miles. Blah, blah, blah. So, and again, man, he had people eating out of his hand. Yes, well, of course you must be healthy. If you can run 5 miles 3 times a day, if my math is correct, it's like 40-something miles. So this guy must be healthy. He must be healthy. So Mr. Fixx was out for a run one day because he could run all those miles and he was healthy. Air quotes, healthy. Mr. Fixx dropped dead of a massive heart attack while out on a run. Irony! So, now I shouldn't be poking fun of someone that's dead, but, I mean, here's a guy that's, his whole freaking message was, I don't have to go to the doctor because I know I'm healthy. Because I can run. Apparently, being able to run does not mean you're healthy. It means you can run. It means if there's a zombie apocalypse, maybe you'll get away in time. I have knives, so I'm prepared, but I can't run. With regards to health, now, of course, the physical portion is very important. By getting your exercise, by having your body operate as a better being, and that's by doing your exercise. We talked about the lift, weights in a video. We talked about cardio. That doesn't mean don't do cardio. Cardio is great. Lifting weights is great. It's all great. Combine it all together, man. Do your thing. Be healthy. Eat good. There's back to basics, I guess I should say, because we're not even starting off healthy. You know about the cow's milk, why we're still drinking that. Go back and watch the cow's milk video because it's informative. As I say, I'm not informative. Well, guess what? Every once in a while, I'm informative. So, go check out the cow's milk. We're not breastfeeding enough. And I don't say that in a funny, goofy way, like, yeah, boobies. No, we aren't breastfeeding enough. Breastfeeding is the best way to set up your infant for health. So, gotta remember that. It'll boost the immune system right from the get-go. Remember, antibodies. That's how, babies can ward off disease by getting the nutrients and the antibodies from mom. Did I stress that enough? Power pause, man! Mammals are ingrained to breastfeed. Like, it's literally inborn, innate intelligence. Watch any show where a freaking mammal is born, and that little dude that comes out doesn't even have the afterbirth off him yet, and it's suckling, man. It's getting a drink, which is actually food, but it's taking in some nourishment. Not a day later, not a couple days later. It is freaking on that teat right off the bat, man. It is getting its nutrients. There's 4,200 different species of mammals on planet Earth, and every single one of those females lactates. Every single one. Why? To nourish the new generation. Another way to be healthy is get out in the sun, man. Get yourself some vitamin D. Get you some rays. Yes, I know, melanoma, all this stuff, but by getting yourself out in the sunlight, your body gets this natural vitamin D. It's man, this Big Bang Theory, we lucked out, dude, because we are the perfect distance from the sun. For you atheists out there that say there's no God, we lucked out. I don't know, man. I just think it's almost too perfect. I'm not getting all religious on anybody, but like, we are literally 93 million miles away from the sun, and it's perfect. We can go outside and not freaking burn up in an inferno. We can go outside and not freaking freeze within seconds because it's 1,000 below. Now, granted, there's some places that are pretty uninhabitable. You can't live there. You know, the Arctic Circle. You ain't freaking putting a Kroger up there for you Southern folk. But we have the ability to go outside and absorb nutrients. And then these trees, man, holy Jesus, these trees give us this oxygen we need. And then in return, we give them some carbon dioxide. It just worked out so perfect, dude. Now, here's a lost art on health, and it's all, part of it is because as we become adults, I'm taking the long progression to becoming an adult, so it's still downloading, I guess we'll say. It's still downloading. Okay. We don't walk barefoot. Walking barefoot was a way that people absorbed natural soils, the nutrients from the soils, actually, from the earth. They've done studies that, all right, now don't, because this is going to sound stupid, but they've done studies that said people's feet, hundreds of years ago are healthier than the feet of today's person. How they did this study, I don't know. Did they chop a bunch of people's feet off? No, I don't know. But there is validity to that. There's validity to walking around barefoot and literally getting the earth's soils, the nutrients, the minerals that are in those soils, and they absorb. That's full-on fact. That's not hearsay, bros. When you're walking barefoot, when you're out on the earth's natural soils, the grass, the dirt, mud, there's proof, full-on proof that your body has increased antioxidants because of it. It reduces inflammation. It technically is supposed to help you sleep. Man, I should be running barefoot like a mofo. You know what I'm saying, dude? So, again, these are facts, man. This is, if you have a little bit of an understanding of anatomy and physiology, you'll grab this. It's not a gimmick. I'm gonna read something here. Okay, so these studies show benefits come from the relationship between our bodies and the electrons from the earth. And Earth has natural polarities, as we know, from compasses, compassi. Son of a bitches! Remember that from Christmas Story? Man, do I get sidetracked. So with the Earth having, these natural polarities, it works in conjunction with our body's natural polarities. Again, facts, bub. Facts. The best way is to have a general understanding, again, of anatomy, physiology. Start simple, man. Start basic. There's simple ways. When, people are eating, we talk healthy. We want to talk nutrition, obviously. This will be the last little bit. There's things that we're eating that your body may not be able to absorb, whether you're told it's healthy or not. It may be healthy for someone else. Problem is your body's not absorbing it. So there's a metabolic profile test that your body, that you can get. It's one of the best ways to actually get you to figure out which foods, it is to determine which foods your body absorbs at its most efficient rate. So again, You might eat rice, and your body, you don't realize it, but you are not absorbing any rice, maybe 5% of it. So it's barely any nutrients, and it's just excreted, man. Well, that sucks. What's the point, right? So a metabolic profile test will get you to see which foods your body absorbs at its most efficiency. Ow. Ooh, good one. Ow, bad one. Oh, better one. And when I say start basic, literally start basic. Sleep, exercise, nutrition. Boom. But you got to know about it. That's why there's so much bad info out on the internet. I might be bad info on the internet, but I'm at least backed by some knowledge. Now, if you can get yourself a general understanding, you're going to be able to cut through that BS. You might even be cutting through my BS. You know what, man? In 30 years, it might be totally different anyway. And all these videos might be freaking for nothing because someone's going to make a determination that says, by the way, the sun is bad. We're going to put a tarp over it. Okay, we're not putting a tarp over the sun, but you get the point. So, but for right now, this is truth. The good thing about anatomy and physiology is it is what it is. When, someone's saying chicken's good for you and then someone else saying chicken's not good for you, well, that is that hearsay. However, anatomy and physiology is what it is. You can't tell me that this isn't a bicep. When you can't tell me that physiology is something that it isn't. So that's why understanding it will give you a great head start. This is the Butch Man signing off. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Leave a comment. Tell me some stuff, man. Let's hear about your health stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends. Folks, I don't have anything better to do. I'm out. All right. What? Oh, this? Yeah, I won it. I won this in a grueling, oh my God, I can't even tell you how grueling this eBay auction was, but I won it!